Hi teachers, in this video we are going to walk through the different resources that you have available for your accounting course, keeping in mind that if you have any questions we can always reach out to the rep as they may have more details than what this video has to offer. So when you first log into NGLSync, which is where your content is hosted, this is a Cengage product. You will notice all of your courses on this list. I just have one course for accounting and the one course for the other product that we own with NGLSync. You can launch course, which will take you fully into Mindtap and allow you to create assignments and such for students. You can also access the instructor companion, which the instructor companion and student companion provide a lot of different downloadable options for you as a teacher. If you click through the different options, you can see some come in docs, some come in PDFs, and then you may also find zip files where you need to download them and then unzip the file in order to view the tools in there. We do also have access to Sage and QuickBooks. From here, if you're interested in those, we would need to go about installing those manually on computers. In addition, you also have some other software as well that can be downloaded if interested. So you can go through these, and if there are any that require permission, it will ask you to accept the terms before you begin downloading whatever it is you are looking for. Similarly, if you go into the student companion, you'll notice that nothing is locked here. Here are lots of resources ready to go for students as well. Cognero is where you can create your own assessments. It's a little bit more detailed than what you have in Mindtap. It allows you to create a new test and get a little bit more detailed in how you want to lay things out by mixing and matching content. However, you do have assessments that are already provided for you right within Mindtap. So we're going to close out of there and we're going to go ahead and launch the course. Once the course is launched, you can go through the guided setup. Taking a quick look through the guided setup, it will walk you through what's your online course format, and then how would you like to view your course by topic or by date. You can go back and change those things later. In the district, we are not using an LMS. An LMS is something a little bit more detailed than what Google Classroom has to offer. And then you can decide if you want to use system defaults, count towards grade, or practice on all relevant activities. This will configure most of your activities, keeping in mind that you can override any of these at any point. You can make all activities available on the first day of the course or make them all go live at a certain point. You can also choose a default point value. Again, you can override all of this once you're working in the course. This is just for the initial setup. Then once you have things done, we can click to finish course setup and we can go to the course. You can start a tour of Mindtap where it will take you through the different things. So it shows you the learning path within Mindtap, the ability to turn on edit mode to edit individual activities or a large batch at once. Click here to add or create new activities, filters, all of your apps down the side, searching capabilities, and more. So as you go through these, you can see that there are lots of activities here, and you can choose to turn on the edit mode. And here in the edit mode, You can select whole batches of things, deciding, okay, I want to take all of part 3 and part 4, and my batch actions might be to hide the selected or to edit the dates or to edit the settings. I'm going to hide those so that students can't see them, and you can see how they disappear from the list. Now, if at any point I need to see those things, I just toggle on this show hidden switch and I can make some changes by toggling on the editing switch. So then when I toggle on the edit switch, I can select things and make those changes as well. If I am in here and I want to edit, you'll notice then I can edit even in more detail, selecting specific things. Or let's say it's under a chapter and students are about to do the test. I can go through and select certain things to hide here, allowing these to be hidden as well. So playing with the show hidden and the edit toggle switches will allow you to quickly rearrange and decide which content you want students to be able to see. You do have the ability to add activities, units, or folders at any point. You can see the different icons to let you know what each of these is keyed as. So we have folders, activity or units, and then when I click further into it, I do have activities there as well. This option allows you to build your own custom content within the course. You can even add videos and other information for students to complete beyond what is already here. This is a little snapshot of your course, and if we head over here on the right, we have where we can see content. We can add content from our Google Drive. You can put notes. There is an RSS feed. If you know a little bit more about that, you can navigate that. There is a glossary. Options for school or career portfolio. You do have an option for the full book. So this is the actual student book that students would be able to see, and you can see the entire book here. The nice thing about this text is you do have a table of contents here where you can quickly navigate through things. And if at any point you need to make this larger, you can do that. We can make the text full screen by clicking the full screen button, and I can display that in class. I can obviously get to any part of the entire text here. Study Hub allows students to, or you as a teacher, to create a study guide for students and add notes or highlights and bookmarks. You have Read Speaker, which allows you to select how the text will be read aloud. See Now homework, flashcards available, and then you have Applia and your progress. Applia gets further into assessments. And if you have questions about Applia, this is where I suggest you take a look at the manuals or reach out if you have specific questions so we can contact the rep. And then lastly, we have our progress, which is very similar to our grade book, and it will allow you to see whatever students have done and keep track of students' progress right here in Mindtap. If you have additional questions or have certain things you want to figure out about Mindtap, there are going to be further resources. And again, reach out. We can always contact our rep for any specific questions that you might have.